Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel Tutor Things. Today in this video, we are going to see Angular services. So, why we use Angular services in Angular, and what is the use of that, and how we have to create your Angular service, and how we have to use that in the project. I want to show you in a practical way. So don't skip any part. Watch this video till end so that you will understand a clear clarity. You will get clear clarity on what is meant by Angular service with examples also. So stay tuned to our video, and also if you haven't watched the previous videos related to Angular tutorials, go and watch all those videos so that you will get a full picture of Angular concepts. Each and every concept I have explained in a detailed manner, so you will get benefited once you go through my playlist. So let's see services first of all. So Angular services is one thing which is used to share the information among the components. We have so many components. Like for app, we have app component, home component, login component, register component. Like so many components. Angular is divided in so many components, right? So each and every component use some amount of data. For example, if you want to share the same data between all the components, so no need to write each and every time, like whenever we need it, so that will create your code, like repetition will be there for that. So to avoid that code repetition, what we can do is we can write that like similar information into one service, so that we can use that in all the components. The services can be used as a for a login purpose, or for validation purpose, or for utility, like how we do in other applications. Like utility means the similar kind of information we store in one part, so that we can use that in the all the other classes. Likewise, like here components use this kind of thing in the services. So services in Angular will let you define the code or functionality that are accessible and reusable in many other components in your Angular project. So whatever the functionality you have written in one service can be used with all the other components. So services help you to with abstraction of logic. You can't see that logic in the component level itself, like that is in the service level. Like abstraction of logic will be there, and data is hosted in independently. So no need to wait all the functionalities. Likewise, you can just call the services whenever you want that logic. Likewise, so this is hosted independent, and that can be shared across the component. So this is the services definition. So let's see, like first of all, let's see what is the drawback. Like without services, how we are doing. Like with services, how we are doing, I will show you in a practical way. So I'm using this tagless website, which you already know. I have used it till now. This tagless only for all these tutorials in which I have covered till now. So let's see this also in this example only. So this is an online web editor where we can create your JS environment applications. That may be a backend or front end, that should be in the JS environment only. So this will create any application or any environment within milliseconds. So here you can see no need to download any dependencies in Angular, and everything I have created within a millisecond by just clicking the Angular button. That's it. Their Angular application is ready to work on it. Like you can change so that the output will comes. Here I'm just adding the h1 tag, so that I will gonna include any information in this tag only, so that will be visible. Here you will get the output. This is a console button also. You can use this console, or you can hide this console. Likewise, so let's see without services, how we have to deal with the data. Let's see that kind of thing. For example, I have this app component where I am giving app user, which is of any kind. So app user I am giving like this. For example, just give it as a string type. Let it be any, or like after that I will change it as an array, like that. So any type I am giving just name. Sorry, this is Raja's name for this app user. It's this app component where the user of any kind, which is a string. Like you can also give a string. So string of Raj is there. So to get that name, what we have to do here, we can just do string interpolation, like app user. You will get the name of that, right? Raj I'm getting. So this is one kind of thing. If I want other component also, just I click on this sourcing, and Angular generator is there. This is an online web IDE, so you don't have any CLI here. So in your workspace, if you are creating any Angular project, you can just go to Angular CLI and just give command like ng generator, whatever you want, like component services, directors and modules. Here just give Angular generator, and then you want to generate a component. I want to generate a home component, so I have created home component. Here also I want to have one user, which is a home user, which is of type as string. This is a TypeScript, so you can specify the thing also. This is RAM. So my home user, let it be Raj itself. So see, same logic. What do we have in the app? In app TS file, we have the name as Raj. In the home TS file, we have the name as Raj. Similarly, let it be. Uh, let's print the same, which you have home username in the home thing also. To see. So where this home will comes means, so we have to use that selector to refer that. So in the home ts file, you have this app name, app home, right? So you have to add that in any one of the view, so that that html will fit into that likewise. So right, selecting template where it should be displayed likewise. So here that you will get that name. So to get that information, what you have to do is, whenever you generate component, the class name or name of that component we have to mention in module. We have to add that in the module, right? First of all, so I have to declare that first of all here. Whenever your component created, that you have to declare. Whenever you are creating using Angular CLI, it will directly create it. If not, you have to give here. So here you have to do quick fix, so that it will add the imports, then error will go on. So here you can see in app component we have app user is printing, and next app home, you are getting this home component home user. So to make it differentiate, I will just changing the name of a home user just as Ram. The home user is Ram and app user is Raj here. So you are displaying two things also here. Uh, so to avoid these kind of things, like same user Raj and Raj, same two times, why? So not only name, likewise if it is any function, I will show you, like app name is there. For example, app user data will also be there, like user any is equal to id will be there one. Next, let it be name, second parameter as, so no need of a colon, just comma is enough here. So next, what is the name as Raj, and the other parameter is age will be a 20. Let's say that, like, and gender will be like male. We can give. So I have given some properties like for that user. So let's see. See, same name we have given, like just to give underscore app user. So to make it difference. So this mail is a string, right? So now I have some data for this app user, like array of data, like some other data. Let the same will be for the home user also. See, home user also, let it be same. Okay. So now we're gonna display those data also here. For example, here's info. For example, here's info where I'm giving underscore home user dot id. See, ram info id is getting, and after we can add, like, um, four parameters are there, right? Second one will be name, and the other one will be age. Next, the other is gender, right? So these are all the infos we have for Raj. So I'm displaying that to make it readable. I will just add these things also, id and name and next age and next gender. So this is the info of from id, name and gender, all these things. So see, this is the info of our id, name and age and gender we are getting here. So similarly I want to place these things in the app component also. See, app you info I have to add here, info, and then the things like id. Here what we have is underscore app user, right? The name of that, here you have written array name, right? Like underscore app user, you have to write that name. Here you're getting Raj info, also same ID name. So what you are doing in the two components, the same thing, like whatever the user data we are printing there, and similarly we are assigning the data here. So same variables and same properties likewise. So instead of this, what we get, like logic will be same. If the user different, logic will be same, right? So what we can do is we can merge and use that a service, so that in service we can perform these operations, so that the same thing which can be shared with each and every component. So not only these things, like methods also. For example, if I have same methods also, same method in this also, app component also, same method is present in home component also. So repetition will be there for the same functionalities. So instead of that, what we can do is we can create a service like app generator and service. What service I'm going to create is user service I'm going to create. So this is a established website, you won't get the predefined code here. So we have to add, here you can observe that at the rate injectable. So at the rate services with it, will get an at the rate injectable symbol. This is nothing but a decorator. Whenever at the rate comes, it is a decorator. This marks that that when participate in the dependency injection system. So this class will act in the dependency injection. We can perform dependency injection for this class, which is a user service. This is a metadata for this class that will tell us thus this class is a service which can perform in go into dependency injection likewise. So we have to provide some more information for this, like provided in, for example, root I have given. So that will create a root level of that make this service available at root level, so that each and every component will can use this. What this injectable will do means this defaultly will create a one object for at a root level, like every object for all the components, so that all components will can use this object of this service using the concept of dependency injection, so that no need to create each and every time object in every component likewise. I will show you like how we can refer this service in each and every component. Let's see. For example, now we have these kind of things, like service is created and I have given provided in as a root that will create this injectable at the root level. So what I want to do in this is I want to create one user. So one user is created, so which is of a type any array or array type also we can give, and the user same whatever we have there, like id as one, next name. So name will be any. So next, whatever we have given there, just refer those things itself. Age will be 20 likewise, and next gender we have, so that will be a string that is male. So this information I have given it at service level. Uh, so let's see like how we can refer this user service, which is a user present in user service for both home component and app component. We can refer that same thing, like to avoid this two times, what we can do is we can refer this service like, let's see, this user is there, right? So instead of any, again we are defining these things. What we can do is, so uh, let it be any, like it this only. Just constructor, go to constructor level. sorry, bracket forward. So let I have removed that definition for that. I'm just going to constructor and private. So for dependency injection, we can use any access modifier like private generally use. So private user, so which is of type user service. So in that, what we are doing is we are just referring this dot user dot. So the object, right? So user dot, in that user what we have, like service user, what we have is user type, right? In service user. So we are getting that user and we have to store that in one variable, right? So we are going to store in this underscore home user. So this dot underscore home user is equal to from the user which are getting from user service. So whatever the present in the user service is, user is coming into this ts variable of this home component, and that is going to displayed here. So like that, so no need to define that id name and every time. So the same user which you are adding here is coming in the home component. Similarly, we can call that service itself here also, like whatever we are doing here in the case of uh, home component, the same you can perform with the app component also. Let's see, no need to define anything here. Just give the constructor which is as a user type, and here updating in the app user variable. So same user we are updating the app user variable. You have to add a import statements for that, so that it will no errors will be there. So here you can see the same user service data, the same data which is present in the user service level is coming into home component, and also home user as a home user. This dot user we are assigning to the home user variable here, and next in the app component app user variable we are assigning that by using dependency injection. No need to create object for that, just we can initialization is already completed. You can just use that thing, likewise dependency injection will be there. So this is all about the services which shares the information among the components. Like instead of writing same thing, repetition will be there if we write so many number of times with each and every component. So instead of that we can do that like this. So whenever you want to change data, you can change at the service level, so that will reflect in all the places. For example, I'm changing name as ram, so that will reflected here, right? So name, here we are giving name is not updated. Here you can see these details are updated, but name on is not updated. Why? Because we have given name as normal raj here in only in the app component. To get the same name there also, what we can do is we can take that also, like this dot, this dot app name is equal to this dot user is the object name, and then capital user dot, here also we have name variable, right? So we can refer that name, so that here also you will get the same name. Before you have raj here, but now ram has coming. So instead of here raj, it will update it that to the ram only. You can remove that from here. Like similar way here, here also you can do like that only, name also, which is a home user dot name. Not only methods for variables like this, you can also add methods also. Like here I'm giving get user data as a method. In that method what I'm adding is return statement. I'm returning this user here, whatever the user we have in this service, I'm just returning that thing. So we can call that method from any component, like here we have, right? So let's create one more user. Similarly, like how we are returning here, right? Home user variable we are returning. Like instead of that, you can just get user data method you can refer, so that you will get the same thing in the app component also. Same, instead of user variable, it's array variable. You can just call that method get kind of thing. You'll get the same. So likewise. So instead of having code repetition, what we can do is we can write use as service as a utility. Similar that code information which are present in services can be injected into any component it, to make your work easy. Likewise, just a service like kind of thing. So this is all about Angular services. I hope you understand with these examples like how we can write use services and how we can use that in the components, how to make a service like with these things. That's all for this video. If you like this video, give a big thumbs up below. And if you have any comments or any doubts in this, you can feel give me suggestions to improve my standoff giving. And you want any more concepts in Angular to be shown in an example way, you can comment in the comment section. I will definitely take your comments and respond to them, and I will do my videos better than what you are expecting. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.